Okay, so here we are, carrying on the cross of the sleeping phoenix. 2-4. We know that what the 2-4 configuration is. This is the personality that says, leave me alone. This is the unconscious that is waiting for its opportunities. This is a being that seeks very secure shelter. This is somebody that doesn't like the challenge to whatever it is that they're doing because they have no way of being able to sustainably their natural gift. And obviously, when you're dealing with a 2-4 sleeping phoenix, you're dealing with somebody who's not only asleep but is withdrawn. So this is somebody that isn't even in the external drama of participation. They're very much absorbed and very much withdrawn within their own space. They are whirlwind. You hope that they have a last freedom because they're whirlwind in that space. There's always something to do. I can't tell you how many 20, 34 housewives I have known who spend 6 hours a day sweeping. They won't even use a vacuum cleaner because it's too quick. Sweeping all the time, endlessly. These poor souls, they don't have anything else to fill up their life. And you've got this incredible energy inside of you. I have a friend of mine here on the island that's 20, 34. You can never go over to her house and find her not cleaning. She's always cleaning, endlessly cleaning. It's what they do with their energy. So when you see a 2-4 sleeping phoenix at home, all day moving, or all day moving the dust, and in this day and age they're really asleep because they're on the internet, they're in the shell, they got their box in front of them, they have their broadband hookup, and they can be so busy with nothing, 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 nothing. They can spend 3 or 4 hours cleaning their computer's drives. One day they get the call. You cannot be a 2-4 in this life without the opportunity to the call. Now I said that for the threes on the right angle. It's going to be easier. Easiest to not the right word, but nonetheless. The possibility of being able to awaken from the sleep. Remember when I take about waking from the sleep, I'm not talking about being awake. They can only be awake after they die. I'm not talking about them being awake. I'm talking about removing the veil. When you deal with a 2034, my description for them all these 3 years have always been that it's a horde with blinders on. That's all. These are blinders, they are on. When you're standing in the gateway is there for your periphery to see. And when you see like this, and then you look back, and you look like this, it's 360 degrees. It's all there. And there in the 2034 sleeping phoenix like this, it's like we are things where all are asleep, where almost everything turned down except a new focus to keep the body going and essential functions and whatever. This is the manifesting generator like this. They don't see, they only say what they see is in the track. And when I'm talking about waking them up, it's a tear of blinders. It's not always easy. When the call comes, the call is come to come from somebody it knows. It's going to come from the source of opportunity. And that's where the possibility is. Here's the 2-4 sleeping phoenix locked away in the house. And there's a revolution in the streets. And there's a knock at the door. And a friend says, don't know what's going on. I like, look around. All of a sudden, everything can change. The 2-5. We have already had a basic archetype of the 2-5 established. We have a socially resistant personality that has a deeply attractive unconscious that's projected on. There is a deep trap of having the 2034 configuration and being a fifth line because everybody expects you can do for them. Not only do they expect that you're going to do for them, but they expect that you're going to do for them endlessly. Not only that you expect not only you're going to do for you, but they're going to to know what to do for you before you even ask them what they should be doing for you. And the moment you had somebody walks up to a 2-5 sleeping phoenix and they can get those close, there's the immediate projection. What do you do sitting there? There's so much work for us. There's so many things that we can do. They're going to be wonderful. Wow. The not self, Phoenix throughout the world are enslaved beings. They are the heart of my generator, a slave metaphor. They are deeply enslaved beings. And of the things about the 2-5 sleeping phoenix is that this is a part of it says, oh, I know I should be out there busy. Oh, I know this is something I should be doing to say, geez, I don't know if I want to do this for you. I don't know if I want to get caught in this thing in which I can no longer breathe because I'm going to be busy and absorbed and so involved. Mothers who have fifth line children set them off on the wrong track with the first breath after all. The assumption is that the fifth line baby is the Messiah, and it's not. So, and they discover right away as it pokes on them, or they shit on them, or they piss them off, or whatever the case may be, that immediately has no longer the perfect child. The expectation projection field is an enormous field that is deeply dense. When you're dealing with the 2-5 from the Strauss, you have to see that this is going to be a deeply, deeply paranoid being when it comes to any kind of social interaction. It's the kind of child when you see them in the room, they're busy, 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 busy. And the parent comes in with a friend and tries to introduce the friend to the child. And the child, for half a second, raises the head and goes back into his world. Busy, busy, busy. In other words, there's this don't get me going, which is basically what all tools on this cross say. At the hours level, don't get me going, because if you get me going, I'm going to be absorbed for the rest of my life. So don't get me going. Okay, so difficult people. Very difficult.